Hello and welcome to GrossiMath.com, where math is for everyone. Today we're going to solve an algebraic expression that contains exponents using the substitution method as we prepare for the TSI. So let's get started. Alright, so here I have an algebraic expression. There are two ways I could solve this thing, but the point of this series really is that you can use substitution for so many multiple choice problems. And if you forget your algebra that you've learned in class, you can really rely on that substitution method to help you get correct answers. So if you start panicking on a test, substitution is your rock. It's your fallback plan. So of course, if you can use algebra to solve an equation like this, do it. But if you forget or you panic, don't panic. Just substitute. Okay, so let's do this. First, I'm going to take my algebraic expression here, or actually my algebraic equation, excuse me. And I'm going to substitute. Instead of having the x, I'm going to put parentheses, and I'm going to put the little squared equals 20. All right, and now I'm going to start checking answer choices. So one thing that's really important to know is that these brackets do not mean that these are x and y. X and y only work in parentheses. Brackets mean that you have a list here of answer choices. So choice A, for example, contains two choices, square root 5 and square root negative 5. Now please don't be intimidated by square roots. There's nothing to be nervous about. We're just going to plug them in and see what happens. Okay. Especially when you have a square. Okay, so square root of 5. Now the secret to square roots is basically that square is the opposite of square root. So if you see square and square root, they basically cross each other out. They cancel out. They're the opposite operation, no different than adding and subtracting or multiplying and dividing. Square and square root are opposites. So in this problem, what am I going to do? I'm going to get rid of my square root. And here now I'm going to say, okay, negative 4. And what's left in those parentheses is just the 5. And I get negative 20 equals 20. Okay, well that is not true. That is false. So if one of the choices is false, we know that the whole answer is false. Okay, so let's get rid of this. I'll put back my squared. And we're going to try the next choice. I'm going to try positive 5. Okay, so now I'm going to do my exponent, negative 4. 5 times 5, 5 squared. So squared means times itself, right? 5 times 5 is 25. Whoops, I almost wrote 5. 25 equals 20. Negative and positive makes negative. 4 times 25 is 100 equals 20. Incorrect. That cannot be a thing. So that didn't work, therefore B is out. All right, now we're going to try positive 3. We're going right down the list here. All right, let's try this again. Negative 4. 3 squared, what does it mean? It means 3 times 3. 3 times itself is 9 equals 20. And now negative and positive make negative. 4 times 9 makes 36. And of course, negative 36 does not equal 20. So 3 didn't work either, and C is out. And by elimination, I can see that no real solutions is my correct response. Now I have a student out there who's probably thinking to himself, why didn't he just do the algebra? I'm thinking of someone named Adrian is the first name, okay? And yes, Adrian, I could have done the algebra. So let's try that out. Negative 4x squared equals 20. And now I'm going to try to get to x equals something. So I'll change this to positive. Okay, because I have here a positive x, so I want this side to be positive, so I made this positive, and if I change the sign on the left, I made a little mistake there, I have to change the sign on the right. Keeps things equal. And now, since I'm multiplying by 4, to eliminate that, I divide by 4. And I get x squared equals negative 5. Now to get rid of squared, just like I did before, I use the square root. And there's 2 and square root. And the square root of negative 5. Well, we learned in class that the letter I appears when we have a negative underneath the square root because it's an imaginary root. So x equals I rad 5. And on the TSI, When we see the letter I, we automatically know that the answer is no real solutions. Okay, so here is the substitution method for those who were interested in it. It worked and it got us the correct answer pretty quickly. And this is the algebra method. Another way to get the same answer. Also, kind of quick. But if you panic, you can always fall back on substitution. It really works well on multiple choice tests like the TSI. Alright, well thanks very much for watching this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe and to click the bell icon. And of course, to visit the website where math is for everyone, grossimath.com. Have a great day.